Look at that. Treesha, Queen Ifrica.
Yeah, so on the line right now we have a very, very special guest. Introduce yourself, sister.
Yes, people. This is Treesha.
Yes. So let them know, who is Treesha? Who are you?
So Treesha is a Kenyan reggae pop. Actually, I wouldn't classify myself as any genre because I like to do all sorts of genres. But for now, I'm a reggae artist.
Yeah.
A Kenyan artist as well. Yes, based in Germany.
Wow, what a mix.
You know.
Yeah, man. So.
Yes, international thing. This.
Yeah, man. So tell us something about that. How did music come about for you? The journey, and so on.
So the journey, it actually started back in Kenya.
Wow. Okay.
That was, well, I would say my first encounter was actually like a radio call too. It was a competition. It was called Capital FM. It's a Kenyan radio station, and a friend of mine and I won this competition. Yeah. So we're like, you know what? I actually thought about it. I was like, you know what? I think I could do music for a living, you know. And then later on, maybe a couple of years after, 5 or 6, I can't remember, I moved to Germany, and then I started singing at restaurants.
Okay.
And also at weddings, but this was really, really small time. At the same time, I was, because I'm a medical assistant as well, I was studying. So, yeah, that's how the musical world came in.
Wow, what a mixture, man.
Yeah, you know, good things come up from mixtures.
Yeah, man. So, yeah. So why reggae for you at the minute?
I just got this connection to reggae music. Also because I don't know if you know that I'm a background singer for Gentleman as well.
Okay.
So that's where the reggae music came in, and also I just got a connection to reggae music. Once I started recording with some Jamaican producers, and I was like, you know what, this is what I want to do for now.
Yeah, I like how you add the for now bit.
This is how far it's led me to.
Yeah.
Sorry?
No, I was saying I like how you add the for now bit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So.
Thank you.
Being a female artist, how are you finding the music business side of it?
To be very honest, it's very difficult, you know. Yeah. Being a female reggae artist and then black,
yeah,
and then African, it's like a combination of difficulties, to be honest, involved in it. But, you know, we have to stay strong. As long as we have a lot of support from other people around us, it works, you know, it works. And at the same time, we just need to keep on being positive and just being motivated and, you know, just staying motivated and staying hungry, yeah. Regardless of whether it's a female artist or male artist, it's the same strategy. Of course, it's harder,
yeah.
But if you like the challenge, then, you know, it also makes you know where you know, how far you've come, you know,
yeah.
And it makes you appreciate very little things in life. So, yeah.
So, let us know what you've currently been up to in regards to touring and those sort of things for the listeners out there.
So, to the listeners out there, yes, I've been touring with Gentleman.
Okay.
And on his selection tour, I mean, recently, I've been touring with Gentleman for almost 7 years now. Yeah, 7 years.
Wow.
Since 2012. And as I do my own shows as well. The last show I had was in Spain, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, that was in April or March. Yeah, I think it was in March.
Okay.
And yeah, so yeah, and besides that, I'm also working on my, you know, my next album.
Yeah. And
my current single, which I just released about a month ago with Queen Ifrica, called Fire Daughter.
Yeah.
On the Oneness compilation called The Lioness Order, with great female artists like, you know, Kelissa, Yiza, and of course Queen Ifrica and Queen Omega, Sarah Lugo. Because I'm really proud to be a part of that compilation from Oneness. So that's my latest project right now.
For real. So when you're touring, what's it like? Because obviously not everybody's touring, not everybody knows how it all happens. What's it like for you?
It's what part of it do you mean? Everything about? Because there's a lot of things about.
Well, what
touring.
I mean is,
So
like a lot of people see it as, it's a fame and glory thing. Like it's really exciting and all these things, and I'm sure it's not.
Which it is. It is very exciting. It's very, but there's also the other side to it, which is, for example, if you've been traveling the whole day, people just think that you just come. You just reach the place and go on stage and that's the day off. Yeah. People don't see the things before that, the going to the airport, the waiting, the driving from this place to the next place and then the next place to the next place and then going to, to do sound check. And then after sound check is done and then even before you can take a rest, you have to be, prepared to go on stage. And then same thing next day, probably have to get up after resting for a couple of hours, to the next place. So it's not as beautiful and simple as people think or as it seems,
For real.
But as long as you love what you're doing and you're passionate about it, it's good.
Yeah. So obviously you're very worldly travelled. What's it like in in different places for you?
It depends on where it is. If it's somewhere in Europe and you get to have some time off to see the place and get some vibes, then it's really nice. You can say something about it. But there's places, for example, touring with gentlemen, let's say like Mexico, for example, we didn't really get that much time to see the place and get to know the people and just all the vibes. We didn't get that, and it's sad because you like to see everything about it, but you have to move to the next venue, to the next country, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So who's inspiring you at the minute?
At the minute, who would I say is inspiring? Well, she has nothing to do with reggae music, but
that's okay.
I recently listened to India Ari's latest album called Worthy.
Okay.
So that's everyone. Please check out that album. The vocals, music, delivery, lyrics, everything is on point.
Yeah.
And but besides that, I'd say I listen to a lot of Beyonce.
Okay. Yeah.
And what would I say? Of course, Chronix, I've listened to his album a lot. Protege as well. And Itana as well. Big up Itana. And who else? No one from the top of my head right now. But no one from the top of my head right now.
Well, you named a pretty good list.
you know a lot.
For real. So, what would you say to young people starting in music now?
I would say from the experiences that I've had, be very careful, what kind of people you keep around you, and make sure you have honest people around you, who are not afraid to criticize you, whether it's good, or bad. And honesty, that's really important. Just have honest people around you. That's who's going to make you or break you.
Yeah. And
just believe in yourself, you can't be anyone else. You can only be you. So just believe in yourself, no matter what it is, just do it.
Yeah.
Because if I hadn't listened to some people, back in the day, I'd be doing something totally different. So just believe in you, believe in who you are, and people will follow up, They'll see it. As long as you're confident in you, they'll have no choice but to be confident in what you're doing.
Yeah. Definitely. So you spoke earlier about your new release with Queen Ifrica.
Yes. Fire Daughter, yes,
yeah.
I did.
How did that come about? Because obviously it come out of the blue, but it was like, wow, okay, this is a wicked song.
Thank you very much. That came about Oneness since this is the lioness order instrument of the rhythm, and they said that they wanted to have an all female release. So I sent it to, I don't know if you know King Mas.
Yeah.
He's an artist from Boston. To help me with the writing, and that's actually then how it came about. So he sent it back, and then I worked on it, and then recorded it, and then we came up with a bridge, and then that was it.
Okay. And how did Queen Ifrica get involved?
That was it. Excuse me for not mentioning that part. I actually got introduced to Queen Ifrica by a friend of mine from Kenya called ZJ Heno.
Okay.
He's a DJ and also working. He has his own record label, or he's working on getting it together. And yes, so I was thinking of who else can I have on this record than Queen Ifrica. She's just straight fire.
Yeah.
So I asked him if he could link me with her, and we did. We did have a linkage before, because I'd wanted her on another track, but it didn't happen because she was busy, and I think at that time she had her album.
Okay.
It was around the time when she released her album exactly, and then then this time it finally worked, and she was like, yeah man, let's do it together. And so she wrote her part and then sent it back, and then the rest is history.
Yeah. So what was that like? What was it like to know that I'm working with Queen Ifrica, I'm doing this work? What was it like for you?
I was super honored, super happy. Even till now, I'm like really ecstatic about it. It was a blessing, and she's a really humble person.
Yeah.
And she encouraged me as well. And as soon as she, of course, also got the material, she was really happy about it, to be a part of it. And I'm just, till today, I can't even believe that I have a song with Queen Ifrica. So
for real.
I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah. So what's up next for you?
Big up Queen Ifrica.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So what's next for you?
So what's next? From now, still just working on my next album.
Okay.
And touring as well. But let's see. I would really like to do a video with Queen Ifrica, but I have to get time out to do it. Probably go to Jamaica to do that. I would like it to be in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And so that would if we do get to do the video, then that would be the next project, the next step. And then after that, I have another female collaboration, but I can't say who right now.
Okay.
On the album, so that would probably be the next release. Yes.
Yeah. Could we hear a little bit of?
Yes, and she's also a Jamaican artist.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Could we hear a little bit of a freestyle now from yourself?
A freestyle?
Yeah.
Any song in particular that you want to hear?
Let's go with your new one with Queen Ifrica. Let's promote that out fully.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Missing up because we pretty, don't you think it can get ugly? I kill them softly, still that one, I'll go hard. When me step forward, me no want no hypocrites around me. Mother of the earth, I think balance and set the laws. Protecting the children and the elders from creation. When necessary, stepping on the front line of the war.
Yeah.
I am real fire daughter, yeah. I am holy daughter, yeah. I am real fire, yeah. Lioness holy order. I am real fire daughter, yeah. Lioness holy order, yeah. I am your fire daughter. I belong to the slaughter. I uphold the order. Boom.
Yeah. Wow. What a vibes. You know what? Once again, I just want to say thank you to you for taking the time to talk to me. I really appreciate it, and I hope we can link up sometime.
Yes, I hope so too. Thank you so much also for the link up.
Anytime.
And I really appreciate this interview, yes, and big up all the massive out there.
Yeah, for real. So we'll speak again soon, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yes, please. Let's do it. Okay. You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.